Alright guys, welcome to another beer review. Just waiting for Season 4 of Call of Duty to drop. So I thought, while I'm waiting, shoot a beer review. And by the time I finish the beer review, Season 4 will probably be over. Yeah, I've been really getting back into playing Warzone. Never really enjoyed Warzone, just because I'm not that good. I enjoy playing Call of Duty. I don't think I'm an awful player by any stretch, but I wouldn't even say I'm like below average. And yeah, it's just an absolute sweat fest. So they released Warzone Casuals, which is a certain amount of proper players, and then the rest are AI bots, basically. And I've been really enjoying it. So don't know why I told you that, but hey ho, it is what it is. So today we're going over to Fuerst Wiacek. I don't know if that's pronounced correctly. That's how I've said it ever since I became aware of the brewery. But I think especially the Wiacek or Wiacek, I think I've seen a pronunciation of it. But Fuerst, obviously derived from the surnames of the co-founders. Brewing in Berlin since 2016. Anyway, so Duotone double dry hopped IPA, brewed with, I'm sure it's Mosaic and Simcoe, but it doesn't say it on the can, or at least I can't find it. And oh, tinnitus has just kicked in for no reason. So yeah, 6.8% ABV. Really nice artwork as always. Sort of like geometric, well no, it's that geometric shapes, I don't know, but nice use of pattern offset colours. And yeah, and I can get me deposit back as well. Anyway, that's a question for German craft beer drinkers. You know, when you buy like craft beer directly online from brewers, I can't remember, because I think the last German beer order I did was Sudden Death, and that was like towards the mid part of lockdown, was it? I can't remember, God, that was a long time ago now. It's almost like lockdown is day zero, because we use that as a, oh, that was before lockdown, that was during lockdown, that was just after lockdown. So yeah, so I can't remember if you actually have to pay the deposit when you're ordering. Because you'd be essentially getting free money, wouldn't you, when you take it to the recycling centres, which I still don't understand why we don't have a system like that in the UK. Well, I know why, because we wouldn't be able to implement it properly. Anyway, let's see. So I'm a big fan of these guys. Not had a beer from them for quite a while, and when I saw that they had a few beers on House Trembler Madness, this was the one that stuck out to me the most. Mainly for the hop varieties. So yeah, beautiful, hazy, yellowy, sort of like a yellowy orange, I would say. One finger's worth of a nice white looking head. Looking really nice in this glass. Let's see what we get on the nose. I'm definitely getting like that raspy sweatiness from the Simcoe in there. Almost like a garlic and herb cheese spread, almost. Very subtle. Although I wouldn't say no to a garlic and herb like sour beer, like a Philadelphia sour. Northern Monk, get onto that please. But yeah, a little bit like mixed salad coming through as well. It's like rocket. There's a pepperiness there, definitely a pepperiness. But that's offset with a nice sort of like fruity melon, pineapple, that sort of thing. That slight paprika, mango, spicy sort of aroma you get. It's really nice on the nose. Off to a good start. Let's see what it tastes like. Prost. Wow, that is very raspy. I don't know if raspy is the right word, but I'm going to stick with it. I know what I mean in relation to this beer. Whether I've used raspy in the correct sense, that's a completely different kettle of fish, really, isn't it? That's all I can say. How would I define my definition of raspy? I don't know. It's like quite pungent. That sweaty, cheesy sort of character. I'm terrible when it comes to identifying hop varieties, even considering I've been drinking these sorts of beers, making conscientious drinking decisions. That sounds a bit wanky to say, but you know what I mean, when I'm actually thinking about and going, oh, I'll try this, I'll try that, as opposed to just going down the pub and knocking back a few. I'm really onto Guinness at the moment when I go to the pub. Probably inspired by Honest Places, although a lot of the time a Guinness tastes like a Guinness to me, so I wouldn't be able to say, oh, this Guinness is on the turn, because it seems that a lot of places, because don't you have to have be properly certified by Guinness themselves? A lot of places that I go to, the Guinness tastes really good, and my local pub, the Hare and Hounds, doxing yourself, very good Guinness, and the mild's quite nice as well that they've got. I can't remember who brews it. Sometimes they'll have the odd occasional slightly hoppier beer, but of course they don't go too far in that regard because they've got to sell it at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? It's a great pub. It's a great pub. If you ever have the displeasure of spending time with me in my local area, then I think you'll have a good time in the Hare and Hounds pub. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, I've been really into Guinness recently. That's my drink of choice when I go out with, people who don't necessarily want to go to crafty places. Because beers like this don't define my outlook on beer. Do you know what I mean? I'm happy with an icy cold pint of Coors. Don't get me wrong, I'm never going to touch the Carling. I'm never going to touch the Fosters. I mean, the Blue Nose Beer Reviews part of me, just out of interest, just to see what Carling tastes like. Because it's been years since I've had a Carling, even out of a can. So, I can happily go for ages without drinking anything hoppy or stouty. I'm okay, just getting by, picking up whatever Brewdog, slosh is available at my local bargain booths, or what beers appear at my local co-op. They seem to get new brew gooder beers. Well, they did before, they had stock issues because of cyber attacks. But yeah, they used to always have a good selection of Bowland beers. Fantastic brewery, by the way, beautiful venue if you ever go. And their bar that they have, I think it's isn't it one of the biggest, if not the biggest bar in the UK? I was there for my cousin's wedding and I did not take full advantage of that bar because there was so many loads of Rivington on, and loads of just interesting high quality beers. But yeah, I can happily I just like drink. Sounds awful. I like drinking alcohol when the situation arises. I mean, I was at a little Skemfest, our music festival here in Skelmersdale, and obviously I could have bought beers while I was in there, but I didn't know if you could take your own beers, so I just got a 4-pack of Amstel, took it with me in the new Barcelona limited edition cans, which looks really nice, by the way. And I was happy as Larry then went in and had my Guinness for the rest of the day. But what flavours am I picking up from this? It's not really that sweet. It's a little bit, not savoury is not the right word. I'm going back to raspy. Maybe a hint of passion fruit is coming through. A bit of that sharpness of lemon, maybe. But it's unmistakably, and I'm probably completely wrong, it's unmistakably Simcoe for me. And I really I like Simcoe for the reasons why people don't like Simcoe. And that's it, shoes on your foot. I don't like hops like Nelson Sauvin for the reasons why people like hops like Nelson Sauvin. Although I'm tolerating it a little bit more. I think that hop works a lot better with other hops as opposed to being, you know, the main hop for that whatever brew it may be. But yeah, this is really nice and bitter on the back end as well. Yeah, I'm really liking this. Nice medium body to it. You definitely get like the crisp malt character coming through. Nice and light. Ideally, this could have been chilled down maybe a little bit more. My latest Trembler Madness order was delivered about 4 or 5 hours ago. Cracked a few in my beer fridge right next to my bed, so that's convenient if you get the midnight munchies or you can't sleep. Crack open a beer and then just hate yourself, which I'm very good at that. Hate myself. I don't just drink in the middle of the night. Or at least I don't think I do. But I'm really enjoying this. I like this. It's one of those IPAs that, this is a bit of a generalisation, it's sort of like a less extreme Marmite principle. You're either going to really enjoy this combination of hops or you're not going to enjoy it. I don't think there'll be too many people who will go, it's an alright, mediocre, middle of the road IPA in regards to people's tastes. I think you're either going to really enjoy it or you're really not going to enjoy it. It's either going to be your cup of tea or cup of piss. But then again, some people might like piss. And if you like piss, that's fair enough. You do you. But no, I really like that. What a note to end on. So that was Duotone by Fuerst Wiacek. Apologies for the mispronunciation. Just a really nice. I like their use of typography as well. I like their whole brand. I'm not too sure if they deliver to Europe or if you can only really get it when bottle shops order it in. But obviously there'll always be their social media website and Webshop on the in the description if I remember to put it on there. But yeah, lovely stuff. It's been a long time coming that I have another Fuerst Wiacek beer, and what a banger that is. Lovely stuff. Really like it. If you like your Simcoe hops, you're gonna love this. You really are. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. What's your favourite beer from the brewery? And yeah, thank you for watching. Check them out down below, and I shall see you next time. Bye.